When you finally reach that point of frustration where you know you're being fleeced by a game with their microtransactions and poor gameplay, basically canned animations, taking control of everything you do, causing your experience to be just, what do you do when that happens? I tell you what you do. You delete that joint on stream, as I just watched one of my favorite content creators do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's Mr. Hurst, and this is Sim Sports Gaming Network. Welcome to Sim Sports Gaming Network, your place for simulation gameplay, breakdowns, and more. Thanks for tuning in. And so I'm going to get right into it. Watching All City Live TV stream, one of my favorite content creators, if not my favorite right now. He has a lovely community of players, like 3,000, I believe, through his Discord, and it's positive vibes only. He's a real, just cool, collected cat, and it's just really fun to watch his streams. And so, watching him in his latest stream where he was in the wreck with his squad playing against another squad, and it was a close game with about a minute and a half left, and then lo and behold, here come the can animations. It seems like, at the worst possible times, you get in these animations that you lose complete control of your player. Guy comes in the lane, you're on help side, you try to move over, and all of a sudden your guy just stops. You're pushing the Y button to jump, or whatever I think it's the triangle for PlayStation to jump, and nothing happens because your player has been taken control of. And so I proceed to watch this happen to them over the next minute of the game, and by the time there's like 30 seconds left, they've already put the game away because they're able to go off of a fast break, off of either a turnover, or somebody's not able to rotate over, or whatever the case may be. And so, man, they was hot, and I was hot for them. And so get to the end of the game, watching City, and he's like, "I'm done, y'all," for lack of a better term, kind of paraphrasing. He's just saying, "I'm done." And so on stream, he goes in and deletes NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Straight up deletes that joint and says, "I'm done." And he is, he'll probably talk about this a little bit himself, but he's never done that before. He's never deleted a 2K game. And the experience is so bad because it seems like what they're doing, as I mentioned in my previous video, you'll be able to check that out here. But they're all about the bottom line. And so the bottom line is make as much money as possible. So what do? They go in, and when they put in patches, they see what people are using. They see what jump shots are using. They see what dribble packages you're using. They see just the key things that you need, badges, whatnot, and then they go and they tweak those things so they simply don't, they're not as effective. And so what ends up happening, you have to go and create another build. And so every time that happens, to get your guy up to 85, as we all know, it's $50 a pop. $50 every time, every time, every time. And for content creators who make a living off of this stuff, you're investing, I would imagine, if you have, say, a couple of guard builds, a couple of center field builds, maybe a power forward build, maybe a small forward build, depending on what your squad needs, you're probably spending $250 to $300 on builds. But if they keep patching the builds that go up every time, and so it's ridiculous. So he deleted that joint on stream, and his chat was getting busy, and the guys that he was talking with was like, "Say it ain't so," and and other guys were like, "Yeah, I'm deleting it right there with you," and he's like, "And I'm not re-downloading that jazz because it's just silliness. It's straight silliness." And so I fully support him. I typed in on stream that's like, until we start doing stuff like this and say enough is enough, as I mentioned in my previous video, nothing's going to change. And they agreed. It's like, we as consumers matter. You can't just keep taking advantage of us and expect that something like this isn't going to happen. Now, granted, it's going to take an entire community of 2K players to be like, you know what? We're tired of you fleecing us. So quit fleecing us. Give us a completed product, and treat us like we deserve to be treated. Like paying customers. paying customers. And so I'm deleting that jazz off of my stuff too. I'll continue to play current gen until they start doing the same crap with current gen. And as I said in my previous video, there's lots of other stuff out there. And so, instead of pigeonholing ourselves into this one game because we love the game of basketball so much, it's time to branch out. There's a lot of other things out there that people, might be interested in watching as well. I even thought about jumping back on the Nintendo Switch and like streaming some stuff there, because that stuff is just all about straight fun. And so, let's get to that. Let's get back to just having fun with games and not being worried about, having the right build for this and that, and having to spend all this money to, it's so irritating. It gets me rambling. So I'm not going to hold you guys here, but let's work together as a community. Let's make a statement. Let's tell 2K that we're done, and we're not going to let you take advantage of us anymore. If you like what you see, please don't forget, subscribe, tap that like button, hit that notification bell so you'll know when new content drops. As always, remember, love God, love people, peace.
That was across the eye. Oh, I seen the flex. I need the wrong way. Got him.